What's going on, guys? It's the National Nerd here with another video, and today we'll be talking about The Batman. The Batman absolutely took cinemas by storm, by absolutely showing a very good plot and very good acting, and I would say this is arguably the best Batman movie we have seen in cinematic history. The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker and Christian Bale's Batman with Christopher Nolan directing was absolutely awesome, but I feel that Matt Reeves has what it takes to lead us to a better direction. And first off, we have to talk about who is going to be the next villain in the Batman series. We have to take into play that Gotham City is flooded over, and the time of that movie was during Halloween. So you have to think it's gonna be around Christmas time where the plot would be leading to in the time frame. So let's go down our list of villains we would like to see. Number 5 goes to the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls are a hidden organization within Gotham where they know everything about everybody, including the Batman. They don't know who the Batman is, per se, but they know everything about Bruce Wayne. The Court of Owls are arguably one of Batman's greatest enemies. What could even stand up being next to the Joker? The Court of Owls would be a great piece of information and villain arc in this Batman series because of how Matt Reeves has written about corruption within Gotham and how Gotham is experiencing corruption, criminals within politicians, and even lawyers, everything around Gotham. And I feel that the founders of Gotham, trying to destroy Gotham for how it's became corrupt, would be a very good understanding of Batman also finding out more about his family and finding more about who he is entirely, and finding out especially how to overcome this and destroying the Court of Owls. As well, this would be a great idea for Batman to become a stronger detective in a sense of finding the hidden society and Court of Owls. And I feel this would be a great addition to Matt Reeves' portrayal of the Batman. Our number 4 spot goes to Killer Croc. This would be a crazy moment within the Batman franchise because nobody has ever seen Killer Croc other than in animated TV shows. Killer Croc would be the monster character like a Bane or Solomon Grundy type of character within the Batman. You have to think when you put Killer Croc in here, you have to think Matt Reeves is taking a darker approach to the Batman, and he is making it more of a realistic type. Could you expect a flooded Gotham and a huge, massive crocodile swimming through and eating people? That would be an absolute crazy moment within the Batman franchise. What would get people's attention? You think about it, the Batman is looking for a character like this. And I feel even if it's a side character with Joker's arc or something like that being a distraction to Batman, I feel this would be a crazy moment to have somebody like Killer Croc be a main sense of a threat to Batman in this movie. And I feel that this would be a turning point in the Batman franchise of saying we could do comic book style villains. Our number 3 spot goes to Scarecrow. This would be an absolute terrifying villain to put into the Batman scenario. The Batman is a darker theme in a detective story. I feel that the Scarecrow would be an absolute massive villain to terrorize Gotham, to use his fear toxin and give Batman sense of an identity, to use fear as a weapon and have Batman conquer fear entirely. We don't know if Robert Pattinson has a fear as of right now, but with the Batman and against the Scarecrow, we can find out if Scarecrow has some fear toxin, what will make the Batman conquer his fear. That would be a great character arc development story for Batman in this series, because you know there's going to be multiple movies, so this would be an absolute great movie of Batman conquering fear and defeating the Scarecrow, because we did get the Scarecrow in Batman Begins in the Dark Knight trilogy, but it was not really as like strong and like terrifying as we thought, but it still was Scarecrow. But I feel that the Matt Reeves Batman version of Scarecrow could be 10 times better. Our number 2 spot goes to Bane. Bane would be a really good character for Batman in this sense of movie. We could honestly have a Nightfall or a City of Bane type of comic book sense of a movie right here. What could arguably be like the greatest comic book movie of all time, comic book accurate, with Bane breaking Batman's back and Batman like rising up to defeat Bane. Like, we could take a sense of like, yes, the Dark Knight's already made something such as like this, but we could make something a totally different aspect, and Batman and Bane dueling it out in a different sense of way, and have, say, like, if you even want, like, have someone like the frame of The Rock or John Cena, perhaps, and have a different voice be Bane, and have Robert Pattinson like get like bigger, obviously, to fight him and like train. This would be like a great story for Batman overcoming brute force and strength, and like mercenaries you could add in this movie, like Black Mask and like Deathstroke and Deadshot even. Like, this would be so crazy of a movie, like a Batman Origins type of movie you could create. And this would leave it so wide open for other movies on this list. Our number 1 spot goes to Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is notably one of the strongest characters Batman has ever gone up against. And they could honestly make Mr. Freeze so OP with this Batman betrayal of Robert Pattinson. It would be crazy. The scheme fit of Gotham being flooded fits so perfectly with how it was just Halloween and now it's going to be Christmas time within the Batman series. And it's going to be awesome to understand that we could honestly get a huge origin story of Mr. Freeze, of him like getting frozen and becoming Mr. Freeze, and having his dying wife, who has a sickness, of him trying to save her as much as possible. This would be leading Mr. Freeze to go crazy and mad, but it would give his character so much of a standpoint of development, with as well Batman becoming a better scientist and a better detective, finding Mr. Freeze and becoming who he needs to become to defeat Mr. Freeze, or even have Gotham like lose in a sense. But I don't see that happening with the Robert Pattinson portrayal of the Batman. But it would be awesome to see how Batman in the Matt Reeves version of the character develops and attacks Mr. Freeze and sees how he handles it. And that is it.